Okay, so the lighting controls for the exterior lighting are the Cooper Wavelengths wireless system. And essentially that is it's a radio mesh network that communicates between all of the light poles. So it is a self-healing radio technology that allows each pole to individually talk amongst themselves and also find their own way back to the controller, which is called the Wireless Access Controller, or the WAC. And on that WAC is located inside the building, and that's where all of the time clock information is stored, and where you log in to adjust those settings, either through a laptop or through an iPhone or Android app called Cooper Lighting Wavelengths. And this allows us to change any settings, adjust groupings, adjust occupancy timeouts, and replace fixtures if necessary. Each of the light poles and light fixtures essentially has their own controller in them that handles relay on and off power and 0 to 10 volt dimming for each of the devices, and all of them are grouped on this site. We have each of the main parking lots is grouped into their own area that acts as one large group. So if any of the scenes, any of the raise lower commands, all act on one group of fixtures. For instance, in the north lot we have 10 poles, and those all act together, and each pole has on it a sensor that detects occupancy, so it detects movement, and it also detects daylight. So it's used as a photocell and also as a movement sensor. And the way we have them programmed currently is that before sunset, all the light poles will turn on, and then at 100%, and then after 40 minutes of no movement, they dim down to 50% to save energy. Once any of those poles see movement, someone comes in, someone comes out of the building, someone drives around the corner into the sensor area, the lights will ramp up to 100%, stay that way until 40 minutes after the last movement is detected, and then they'll go back down to 50%. It does sweep through and turn all the lots to 50% right now at 8 p.m. and again at midnight, just to make sure that everything's kind of at the same level, and that that everything's working. But those will then again dim back down to 50% after the 40 minutes have timed out for movement. They will turn themselves off. There's an astronomical time clock in the system, so they turn off 15 minutes after scheduled sunrise. They'll turn off, and stay off until 15 minutes before sunset, at which point they'll come on to full and everything will be activated. All the motion sensors will start working again. All of the 6x4. As I said, all the main user interaction is through the application that runs on the phone, which we'll go over later, and the maintenance in terms of software updates, firmware changes to hardware, and any backup and time settings on the WACs happen through a laptop connected to each WAC. Each WAC is independent. You have one that is located in the northwest corner of the building that handles the north lot. You have one in the southeast corner of the building, both on the third floor, that controls the south and east lot, or the south and east lot over there. And you have to physically be within Wi-Fi range of those to connect to the devices to make changes. It is possible, it is currently not connected this way, but it is possible to connect those to a building network. So once the main building network is up, as an option, you could connect those to the building network so that you could use the distributed Wi-Fi in the building and around the campus to log into them, rather than having to physically be by the device, which is typically more convenient, but currently not set up that way, but it is possible to do that. So I think we're going to move outside and just look at one poll real quick for just context.